No, no, yeah, no.
So Kyrie wants to leave Cleveland. What do you think about that, Wayne?
I think it would be a poor decision if he decided to leave. Just simply stated, I mean, he's won with LeBron. Before LeBron, he wasn't able to pretty much even make the playoffs. I mean, he was averaging 22 points a game, but they were practically meaningless since he wasn't able to make the playoffs, especially in the East, which is a weak conference, as we've seen over the 10, 15 years. And I think even the choices, I mean, the teams that he wants to go to, they don't seem like they're contending anytime soon. I mean, in the Western Conference, Minnesota's not contending. San Antonio's not going to contend anytime soon. I mean, at least I don't think so with the Warriors over there. New York, I mean, they're in the rebuilding stages with they pretty much only have Porzingis, and Melo looks to be on his way out. So I don't see any of those teams contending. I mean, if he wants to contend, he has to stay in the East, I believe, because nobody's going to run over the Warriors anytime soon. But I don't think I think it's a bad decision overall.
I agree. I do think that his best chance to win is with Cleveland. It's unfortunate that he and LeBron don't seem to be getting along. I think that they made a really good team. I think LeBron kind of put him under his shoulder, but I don't think that Kyrie likes that. I think that he's a ball-dominant guard. He wants to have the center of attention, and that's why he's asking for a trade. I mean, if you see, if I'm Kyrie, I would not want to go to New York. New York is in the rebuilding stages. He's probably not going to win anything in the next 10 years there, and by that time he's going to be on a veteran minimum. So, I mean, that's completely out of the question. Minnesota, yes, I understand they have a young team. Potentially, they could add a piece like Kyrie into that team, into that mix, and they will be a lot better than, having Jeff Teague at that starting spot. You've got Warriors in the West. The Warriors aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, things could happen and players can get traded and injuries and things like that. But realistically, if they stay healthy, very hard to plow through that team. The Spurs, I think, give it the best chance. Although, they're kind of getting a little old. They have Paul Gasol, who's kind of on his last couple of years. Tony Parker is pretty much 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Ginobili's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The only real player they got there now, I would say that's a star would be Kawhi, and he's not enough to win against the Warriors.
I do agree. I think his best decision would be to stay in Cleveland simply because LeBron's going to be there for the next at least a year. And Kyrie's on a 2-year contract, so after that he can pretty much pick what team he wants to. As of right now, I mean, he has pretty much no say. Cleveland can just sit there and take the best offer that's handed to them. So I think him even coming out and saying he wants to go to Minnesota or New York or San Antonio. I mean, a lot of these teams have nothing to offer. New York's not going to part with Porzingis. Minnesota, it doesn't look like they're going to part with Andrew Wiggins. It looks like they want to sign him long term. And I mean, San Antonio has nobody they can part with that to even get Kyrie right now. They're not getting rid of Kawhi, and everybody else is at the end of their legs, as you said. And so I think Kyrie's best bet is just to wait the next 2 years, make the finals again next year, see what LeBron does, see what team they have in 2 years, and go from there.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with that. On board. The one thing that I think we failed to mention, though, I think a team that he can contend with, if he goes it stays in the East, of course, because if he goes to the West, not much he can do. I think Boston. Boston just kind of got better, so I think Boston. If he goes to Boston and there's a trade that kind of works out in the favor of Cleveland and Boston, I think that they can contend and potentially beat Cleveland. But don't count LeBron out. LeBron is just a powerhouse, and he's been in the finals the last 7 years or so, and this guy's not going anywhere anytime soon. So if I'm Kyrie, I'm hanging on tight. I'm gonna keep riding this train that LeBron is overheading. So
I do agree with you on Boston. I think they're one of the few teams that could potentially contend that they have the assets to trade for him. I mean, they still have Brooklyn's #1 pick next year. They have a top 3 pick last year, Jaylen Brown. They had another top pick this year. So I think they have a lot of young assets and some veterans like Jay Crowder to trade for. So I think they just have to decide if they want to pay Isaiah Thomas the max next year, or if they want to I think they would have to overpay for Kyrie simply because it's in the East and they already are contenders with a great coach in Brad Stevens, and they did just sign Gordon Hayward, so I think it would take a lot, but I think it would be worth it in the end.
Perfect. Well, let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll also be giving a Kyrie Irving t-shirt away once we hit 100 subscribers. So stay tuned for more videos.
No, no, no.